Welcome to Indy Pride 2021 and our Global Gifts booth. I'm Elisa Head, the Executive Director of Global Gifts. My pronouns are she, her, and I'm so excited you're here. We have a lot going on in our booth today, but I'd like to take a second to introduce Global Gifts before we get started. Global Gifts is a nonprofit organization committed to creating sustainable economic opportunities and safe and equitable working conditions for disadvantaged artisans and farmers around the world. We do this by providing vital fair income and employment for artisans by selling their handmade goods in our 4 store locations and on our website at globalgiftsft.com. Our products are fair trade, so you can be confident that your purchases have been produced ethically and artisans have been paid a fair wage. We pay our artisan partners upfront for our orders, and we only work with vendors and groups who are verified to be fair trade. Respecting cultural identity and educating the public about the cultures and traditions associated with the items we sell is extremely important to us. And today we're thrilled to be part of this virtual celebration of the LGBTQ+ community, acknowledging the Pride celebration's history as a protest led by trans women of color, Marsha P. Johnson and Sylvia Rivera. In the spirit of celebration and education, we'd like to start off with a book reading. After that, stick around for a video about our Global Gifts history and impact, a showcase of artisan-made items from our Pride collection, and ways you can get involved with fair trade. You can ask questions in the chat at any time during the presentation, and we'll have someone from our Global Gifts team around to talk. Thanks for stopping by and taking part in virtual Pride with us today.
Hi everybody, this is Melissa, the volunteer coordinator over at Global Gifts Bloomington. We have our lovely sales associate Sophia recording this video right now. And we want to honor Pride Month over at Global Gifts. We're in front of the Bloomington Courthouse right downtown. And we're going to read one of our absolute favorite books, The Hips on the Drag Queen Go Swish, Swish, Swish. But first we have to introduce you to these lovely queens and characters in the book. We have Frida B. Me, Jacqueline Jill, Stinkerbell, Rita Book, Mother Lucy Goosey, Peanut Butter Jelly, Rosie Rena Rounda, Elemento P, and Cinderfella.
My personal favorite.
Yes, very good. All right, so the hips on the drag queen go swish, swish, swish. The hips on the drag queen go swish, swish, swish. Swish, swish, swish. Swish, swish, swish. Look at all those dresses.
Polka dot's my favorite.
It's really good.
Totally would wear that.
Yeah. The hips on the drag queen go swish, swish, swish all through the town.
Bringing color and
Bringing
light.
color, look how boring and drab than Rainbow City.
Yeah.
The hair on the drag queen goes up, 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 up.
Oh, twerk that volume.
The hair on the drag queen goes up, 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 all through the town. It's really good. That's kind of what my hair looks like some days.
I could only dream of getting my hair that high. Mine's
A lot of
super
hairspray. Look at these little people in here, just little gray blobs waiting for the rainbow to come. They're so happy. The shoes on the drag queen go stomp, 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 stomp. We got some awesome shoes. We got Stinkerbell, I think was this queen's name.
Rocking her rainbow socks.
Polka dot heels.
No, those are fun. Those are retro.
The shoes on the drag queen go stomp, stomp, stomp all through the town. Ooh! The jewels on the drag queen go bling, 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 bling. Look at this outfit though.
Yes.
Okay, are you seeing that? Okay.
Yeah,
That's really good.
Amazing. She's got her scepter and everything.
Royalty.
Very Marie Antoinette-esque.
Yes. The jewels on the drag queen go bling, bling, bling all through the town. And of course she's leading.
Yes. Of course, you have to be led by the queen.
That's amazing. The shoulders on the dragon go shimmy, 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 shimmy.
Ooh, look at that outfit.
I know. The shoulders on the dragon go shimmy, shimmy, shimmy all through the town. We got Peanut Butter Jelly now leading the whole crew. Still turning the gray town rainbow.
Why does it look like San Francisco to me?
It might be, yeah.
Because I think I have those buildings.
Right? Oh, the blush. Look at the blush.
Yes.
The cheeks on the dragon go blush, 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 blush. The cheeks on the dragon go blush, blush, blush all through the town. Never enough blush. Look at those rings.
I know.
Of pink and purple.
Yeah, she's so fancy with hers.
A little pinky up.
Check out that. Now that is a blush brush for royalty.
Yes, yes. Maybe use that brush for some blush.
Yes. Get that all over your cheeks.
What is next? The fingers on the dragon go snap, 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 snap. The fingers on the dragon go snap, snap, snap all through the town. Now we have Cinderella, Sophia's favorite, leading the crew.
Yes.
I wonder where they're going to end up. Are they reaching a destination? The mouth on the dragon goes blah 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 blah. Look at the vampire fangs on this one. That's really good. The mouth on the dragon goes blah 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 all through the town.
Look, it's almost all colorful now. They painted the entire city.
Only a few more gray blobs. We got more people in the crew. Ooh, the dance of the dragon goes twirl, 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 twirl. The dance of the dragon goes twirl, twirl, twirl all through the town. And we are completely rainbow now.
It's all
We're
pretty.
twirling, we're snapping, we're putting on blush. We're flying through the air apparently. We got fairies in the sky. We're doing all sorts of stuff.
Yes.
Oh, and that's the end. Now the town's completely rainbow, but there's still more rainbow to share.
Yes.
Look at that. Rainbow follows her wherever she goes.
All the way to the end.
Well, that was our favorite book, Global Gifts. The hips on the dragon go swish, swish, swish. We hope you enjoyed it. Happy Pride to everyone and have a great day. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Hi, I'm Joellen Buffy, and I'm a volunteer here at Global Gifts, and I also serve as chair of the board of directors.
I'm Mary Leakty, and I've been with Global Gifts since its inception. Back in 1980, I believe it was, we decided to order 3 boxes from a group called Self-Help Crafts. They sent us the items that are all fair trade items and told us sell them. They went like that. People wanted them and they were fascinated with the stories.
There was a restaurant next door named Hoagland's, and every time I visited there I wanted to come over to this store named Global Gifts. And I was intrigued by the recycled materials that were used to make crafts and pieces of art. I was intrigued by the artisan stories from around the world, and during that time I also was able to go to Namibia when our daughter was in the Peace Corps, and we visited villages where there were fair trade stores, and I really saw firsthand what the artisans' lives were like, and it really made a big difference in my shopping at Global Gifts after that, wanting to support those artists and making a life for themselves.
We're providing a market for people who are learning new skills, people who are disabled, people who would be trafficked, so that they can now make money and have an impact in their families' lives.
Volunteering for Global Gifts is an investment in humanity.
The items that we sell are all about justice. They're about social justice. They're about equality. They're about fair pay. They're about treating the environment in a way that's respectful. There are so many different things that have to do with justice that fair trade feeds into. If you are purchasing in a fair manner from people, making sure that places to work that are safe, making sure there's no child labor, if you're looking at all these things, you can make a huge difference in the world. The stories along this whole line are amazing. You have people women who were on the streets, who are sending their children to school.
I love the people that volunteer at Global Gifts. We're a passionate, committed group with lovely energy, and we really do feel like we are doing good works for others, and we get to be surrounded by creativity and lovely art all at the same time. One of the most valuable parts of Global Gifts is our volunteer base. We could not do our work without our volunteers. Typically, we have volunteers work a shift 2 times a month, and so it doesn't really tax anybody's schedule too much. So we would love to have you come and volunteer and join the team.
What is queer?
Hello, my name is Sarah and I'm the marketing manager here at Global Gifts. I'm so excited to be joining you all today for this virtual Indy Pride 2021 celebration. I am going to be doing a short bit of this book reading. The book is called A Quick and Easy Guide to Queer and Trans Identities. and it's a really cute cartoon picture book. So I'm going to flip my camera here and read a few of the chapters as we're showing the illustrations so you can see along all of the cute pictures. This is kind of narrated by the main character, who's a little snail. So I'm not going to read the entire book because it does have quite a few sections and it's a good sized cartoon book, but we'll read the first few and I will tell you where you can get it at the end. Who are they? I don't know. I've never seen humans like that before. What does queer mean? Is that why they're all so colorful? Yeah, they don't look like those hunters or Girl Scouts. Not necessarily. Queerness is all about human love and identity. It's a lot more complicated than most snail stuff, but that's what makes it so interesting. Wow, you must be some kind of human expert or something. Oh, you flatter me. Everything I know, I learned from listening to Bowery from my tank. Humans are so complex and amazing, I was hooked right away. I can teach you snails alongside Bowery's lesson if you want. I don't mind. We snails do love to learn. That would be amazing. Alrighty then, new curious buddies, let's dive on in. Queer is a word that has been used as an insult for LGBTQ people since the time of famous writer and socialite Oscar Wilde, to whom some say it was first used against. Well, at least I'm being talked about. Times have changed quite a bit since then, and lots of folks have decided to reclaim the word and use it as shorthand for LGBTQ+, as well as an umbrella term to cover all different types of LGBTQ+ identities, including those without a clear name. It has, in a lot of ways, transformed from a slur into a word that symbolizes unity and camaraderie amongst queer people, which is why we personally choose to use it as well. Even so, many people still choose not to use it because of its history of derogatory use, and that's okay too. Self-identification is just flexible like that. One of the easiest ways to start talking about queer identities is to discuss sexuality and why it is totally different from gender. Some people think that being gay and being transgender mean similar things, and that is simply untrue. I'm sure you're familiar with the difference between being gay and being straight, right? One is same gender, or sometimes same-sex attraction, and the other is different or opposite gender attraction. Between those ends of the scale are many other types of sexuality. These include bisexuality, which is attraction to the same gender as well as other genders, asexuality, which is a lack of sexual attraction, and pansexuality, attraction to people regardless of gender. And honestly, many others. People use lots of different unique terms to try to describe their sexuality. After all, there are infinitely different types of people. A common way of identifying these different types of attraction like these is via the Kinsey scale, developed by Dr. Alfred Kinsey, Wardell Pomeroy, and Clyde Martin in 1948. It's not a very detailed or perfect scale, but it's pretty useful in gaining the most basic understandings of non-asexual identities. Even with all of this, there are many different types of specifically romantic attraction that have nothing to do with sex at all. Asexual love is just as varied and unique as sexual love, and we'll get into that a bit later. However, all these different variables say almost nothing when determining a person's gender. And why? Because sexual orientation attraction is different from gender identity. Now let's take a closer look at what gender really means. Hello, little traveler. Welcome to the home of the sproutlings. What's a sproutling? We are the children of this forest, living here since the first trees took root. Come along, we'll show you around. While we all may share some things in common, there are lots of ways to be a sproutling. Whoa. I never knew there were so many ways to be and to love one another. I think I'll hang out with you all for a bit. The rest of this book covers topics like what is gender identity, what is dysmorphia, what is asexual, what does it mean to come out, and lots of other topics. Again, this book is called A Quick and Easy Guide to Queer and Trans Identities, and it's by Maddie G. and J.R. Zuckerberg. So you can find this online at our Global Gift Store. You'll also be able to find it in some of our stores like our Nora location at Nora Plaza. And you can also look up, it's from Limerence Press, an imprint of Oni Press, O-N-I Press. So if you just Google this title, you'll be able to find lots of places where you can pick this up too. And you might be able to find it at your local library. So we hope that you enjoyed this book reading and learned a little bit along the way. And we encourage you to come check out our books at Global Gifts on lots of different topics, all related to social justice, equality, history, different cultures, different identities, just like this. Happy Pride and enjoy the rest of the virtual festival.
Now that you've gotten to know Global Gifts and our Fair Trade mission, you may be wondering how you can get involved. We have a few great options for you. We mentioned we're a nonprofit. In fact, we're a 501c3 charitable organization. We rely on our volunteers, donors, and customers like you to help us support our artisan groups with continued orders. Our volunteers support our small team of staff in keeping our stores open, helping with special events, fundraising, customer service, and spreading the word about fair trade. So the first way you can get involved is to shop with us. You can find us online at globalgiftsft.com or in person. We're located on Mass Ave in downtown Indianapolis and Nora Plaza on the north side of town. On our website, you'll find a free guide to fair trade living, our entire catalog of fair trade products, and lots of information about our mission. The second way you can get involved is to volunteer with us in store. Our volunteers are a phenomenal group of people dedicating to making their communities more equitable places, and we are always looking to expand our Global Gifts family. Volunteers serve a minimum of 2 shifts a month, scheduled on a month-to-month basis. We have a huge need for volunteers on weekend and evening shifts. As a volunteer, you might find yourself assisting customers, unpacking new product orders, creating displays, attending offsite events, helping with social media, and more. You can submit an application online at globalgiftsft.com/service/volunteer or pick up an application in store. A third way to help is to make a donation. You can make a tax-deductible donation to our nonprofit online at globalgiftsft.com/service/donate or in store. You can also choose to round up your purchase at the register to donate to each store's selected organization for the month. This month, we're donating to Indiana Youth Group and Trinity Haven Indy, two organizations that serve our LGBTQ+ youth community in Indianapolis. Finally, you can always get involved by spreading the word about fair trade. Fair trade is different from conventional charities, which, despite benevolent intentions, can result in dependency and unsustainable effects on the lives of those the giving is intended to help. Fair trade helps artisans and small farmers grow their own small businesses sustainably, fairly, and with dignity, leading to economic stability, education for their children, and increased capacity, which benefits their communities. Please reach out to us at info@globalgiftsft.com in the chat or in store if you have questions when you're ready to get involved. Please enjoy the rest of Virtual Pride. There is a fantastic lineup of events for the rest of the day. And thanks again for visiting our Global Gifts booth and for being part of Indy Pride 2021.